Cher's epic performance.
Drake's big night.
And Celine Dion takes it all in backstage at the Billboard Music Awards.
We have everything covered just in case you missed it. Are you sure you're not pregnant? I heard that
Yes,
you were pregnant.
I am. Oh, gosh.
Jessica Simpson shuts down the rumor mill on Ellen.
Billy Bush finally breaks his silence.
Plus, it's Prince George the page boy at his auntie's wedding.
Oh, he had the most amazing meltdown, and it's all kinds of adorable.
Happy Monday, Facebook Live and People.com. Welcome to People Now. We've got a lot of news for you today, including the best of the Billboard Music Awards, everything from Cher's epic performance to Drake and Nicki Minaj showing each other some love. So we want to know, what was your favorite Billboard Music Awards moments? That is our question of the day on Facebook. Let us know your answers in the comments below. We will get to them live right here on the show. But first, here's what you need to know and what's trending today. Watch. Yes, Cher, the 71-year-old, absolutely slayed her performance of her hit song Believe at Sunday night's Billboard Music Awards. The music legend also performed her 1989 smash hit, If I Could Turn Back Time, and accepted the Billboard Icon Award. I think Gwen Stefani's fangirl reaction to being on stage with Cher perfectly captures how we were all feeling about her on Sunday night. It's amazing. But Gwen wasn't the only music superstar loving Cher. Check out who was leading an epic sing-along backstage during that Believe performance.
I can feel something inside me say, I really don't think it's strong enough, no.
Celine Dion singing Cher with the whole group back there. Does it get any better than that? That wasn't the only song that Celine performed, of course. Watch this. Man, that brings back all kinds of memories. Can you believe that My Heart Will Go On is already 20 years old? Everyone was loving Celine Dion Sunday night, including Billboard Music Awards co-host Vanessa Hudgens, who posted this backstage photo with the music legend and captioned it, "Dreams do come true." Now, Dion wasn't just making dreams come true Sunday night, though. She also revealed that My Heart Will Go On almost never happened at all. Watch this.
I go there, I sang it once.
You're amazing.
And it was the demo that you hear. I only sang it once. Well, I've sang it a couple of millions of times after that, but what I'm saying is that the actual recording of the album is the demo.
Yeah.
And they build the orchestra around it. First thing is that I'm so glad that none of them listened to me that I didn't want to record it. Thank God they didn't listen to me.
Yeah, we're all very glad that they didn't listen to you, Celine. And backstage at the Billboard Music Awards, Dion also revealed that the fans in the audience saved her performance. Watch.
The sound dropped a little bit and I said, oh, no, technical problems.
Yeah.
And then everybody was singing like the biggest choir in the world. The people here tonight, they really made it.
So amazing, but the big winner of the night was Drake, who won a baker's dozen worth of awards, including one presented by the son of a music legend. Watch.
And the Billboard Music Award goes to... Ladies and gentlemen, he has broken the record for the most Billboard Music Awards in a single year. Drake.
Yeah, there you go. Bow down. At Sunday night's Billboard Music Awards, Michael Jackson's son, Prince Michael Jackson, presented Drake with his record-breaking 13th award of the night. Adele previously held the record after winning 12 awards in 2012. And take a look at who got shout-outs in Drake's final award speech of the night.
I got my whole family up here. Look at my dad looking all sharp. I got the man that's responsible for me being here. I got the love of my life up here too.
Yeah, loving Drake's dad's purple suit and bow tie, and Drake's shout out to Nicki Minaj. Fans may recall that Drake previously called his ex Rihanna, quote, someone I've been in love with since I was 22 years old. No word yet on exactly how long he's been in love with Minaj, but earlier in the night, Drake used his acceptance speech for Top 200 Billboard album to publicly mend fences with Minaj, saying this, I want to say, Nicki Minaj, I'm so glad we found our way back because I love you and I could never, ever, ever see it any other way. The two Young Money rappers were close friends at the beginning of their career, but their friendship cooled after Minaj's then-boyfriend Meek Mill claimed that Drake does not write his own rap lyrics. Mill and Minaj called it quits in January, and after receiving the shout-out from Drake Sunday night, she could be seen saying, thank you, I love you, I love you. And she wasn't the only one who was having lots of love for Drake. Take a look at how happy Drake's dad is to be meeting Celine Dion. There she is again, backstage at the Billboard Awards. Absolutely love this photo. Now, after the ceremony, Prince Michael Jackson talked about what an honor it was to present Drake with his final award of the night. Watch this.
Well, it was a big honor, of course. It's such a big award, and for it to be a record-breaking award. I remember when Drake kind of first started coming up and being big, so it's pretty cool to see where he's at now.
The Billboard Music Awards also honored the memory of Soundgarden's lead singer Chris Cornell, who died last week. Watch this.
Even though Chris is gone, his legacy endures. We send our respects as well as our love to Chris's family at this time. Please join us in a moment of silence to remember Chris Cornell.
At Sunday night's Billboard Music Awards, Imagine Dragons frontman Dan Reynolds led the homage to Chris Cornell with an emotional speech about the late rocker's life and legacy, taking time to honor Cornell's philanthropic work with the Chris and Vicky Cornell Foundation, in addition to his music legacy. Before the show, Imagine Dragons shared these memories of Chris.
I mean, it was grunge music, but his voice transcended any genre. I mean, it's such a recognizable, as soon as you hear his voice, it's like, oh, okay, it's him.
And beyond his voice, he was the sweetest, person who was also a humanitarian and was doing tons of great things for the world. So every radio station we'd come into that had Chris there before us would say, oh my gosh, Chris Cornell was just here, and hearing his voice in person shook me, and it's like, he's a once-in-a-lifetime voice.
And country star and actor Billy Ray Cyrus also got emotional remembering the Soundgarden and Audioslave rocker before the award show. Watch this.
I was his biggest fan. They had this great series. I don't know if you've seen it on PBS, and they just rocked this play. And I would watch that thing every time it would come on and just be amazed. And there's things in life that happen that you just don't understand, and I don't understand. But again, my thoughts and prayers for his family, and he's a great artist, and the thing about music is music lives on, and he's a legend, and that music will live on forever.
And coming up, we have even more Billboard Music Awards coverage, including what everyone wore. We know you want that, so stay tuned. All right, guys, Lady Gaga is mourning the death of her cancer-stricken best friend, Sonia Durham. Last year, it was revealed that Durham was suffering from breast, brain, and lung cancer. Over the decade-long friendship, Sonia was the longtime managing director of House of Gaga and used to work as the singer's assistant. Gaga shares a series of photos of Durham on Sunday, writing in part, "I don't know how to put a price on a friendship. I'm not even sure how you can assess the size of its meaning. Only really your heart truly knows, and it's too special for words." Gaga also wrote, "I vow to be a little stronger every day for her because that's what she would have wanted. I vow to be stronger for anyone who's lost somebody to cancer. I'm a part of that family now. I vow to be a warrior for her and be a voice for cancer patients so the world can continue to improve the dialogue and the fight." Lady Gaga dedicated several performances to Sonia throughout her battle with cancer, including recently at Coachella. And following Sonia's death, the hashtag #RestInPeaceSonia trended on Twitter, with many of Gaga's followers sending support to the singer and paying tribute to her friendship with Durham. Well, guys, Sister Wives star Maddie Brown Brush gave birth to a healthy baby boy over the weekend, little Axel James. Born on Saturday, May 20th, Axel clocked in at 8 pounds, 8 ounces after over 72 hours of labor. Oh, man. Although a bit tired, the couple could not contain their excitement, exclusively telling People, "We're feeling both excited and exhausted at the same time. We're looking forward to having a family. Now that he's here, we're excited to grow our family a little bit more and spread our love even more." Now, besides Maddie and Caleb, first-time grandparents Cody and Janelle Brown are equally stoked about the birth, revealing to People that life as a grandparent is, quote, "so fun. I can't believe how much we love this baby already." And with Maddie's 17 siblings and 4 moms, it's pretty clear little Axel will feel all the love. Cody and Janelle tell People the whole family is excited. In fact, the biggest trick will be giving Maddie her rest, because there's going to be this long line of parents and siblings that will be continuously wanting to hold the baby. Well, we're very happy for Maddie and Caleb. Congrats on that little baby boy. Well, Billy Bush has broken his silence and is finally addressing the leaked Access Hollywood tape. In an interview with The Hollywood Reporter, Bush says watching the video left him totally and completely gutted. He claims that he's only seen the video 3 times, once 3 days before the news broke, and twice more before his interview with The Hollywood Reporter. Billy went on to say, looking back upon what was said on that bus, I wish I had changed the topic. Trump liked TV and competition. I could have said, can you believe the ratings on whatever, but I didn't have the strength of character to do it. Bush went on to talk about his departure from the Today Show, saying he felt he was just gaining his rhythm before he was let go. Explaining, I was kind of bopping along, and I don't know if it was God or what that said, okay, you've developed, you're a pretty good guy, let's see how you handle this. And kaboom, it all comes apart. Billy also revealed that he hopes to return to TV soon, and he's developing a series geared to showing audiences his more empathetic side. Well, see what happens with all that. Kristen Kelly, good morning.
Good morning.
Andrea's out this week. Good to have you in today.
Oh, I love being here. Thank you.
How you feeling?
I'm good.
You get the coffee? The coffee's in, going?
We need it this early. Yes, I had mine.
We do, that's for sure. Facebook.
Yeah, so let's check in with Facebook Live. The Billboard Music Awards was an epic night, so we want to know what your favorite moment was.
All right, Isabel says, the Celine Dion performance, absolutely loved it, and we agree.
Yes, and Kristen says, by far, Cher was the best. Got to agree.
Yeah, Dawn says, we all love Nicki Minaj.
Yeah, good one.
Right. Thank you for the comments, guys. Keep the Facebook comments coming in. We're going to have even more for you a little bit later. We'll check in live on the show. But first, Kristen, even more trending news for us in Star Treks.
Yes, Jeremy, I do. We're starting off your Star Treks today with a little Jessica Simpson. Watch.
I'm not pregnant on your show.
Are you sure you're not pregnant? I heard that
Yes,
you were pregnant.
I am. Oh, gosh. No.
You're not
we
pregnant.
got an IUD. Nothing is going to get in that uterus.
Okay. I'm not touching that.
Wow, sleeping and being able to massage your wife. Eric sounds like a real winner. And it's been years since we had new music from Jessica Simpson, but that's all about to change. Check it out.
I bought Ozzy Osbourne's house, so it like has this presence of like, whoa.
But you have a recording studio in that house,
I do.
which is why it's so easy. You can just go to your recording
Underground.
studio. That's fantastic.
Just go underground and see what comes, what happens.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And have you written a song yet, or you're just starting?
I have about, I probably have about 38, so maybe 36 or 39.
I have too many to even mention. I have so many. I've had wardrobe malfunctions. I've had body parts fall out. I've had double stick tape that did not stick. I've had I mean, you name it, I've had it. In my 20 years of being on a red carpet, it has happened to me. I've had heels break. Oh my gosh. I remember one time I had a dress by Halston, and it was it was some kind of dress that needed to be weighed down, and so he put knives in the bottom to weight the dress down, in the hem, in the bottom. And so as I'm walking on the red carpet, I see like a knife, and I'm like, oh. And then I walk a little further and I see a knife. I'm like, I'm leaking knives.
Talk about the most epic red carpet fail ever. That's the always lovely Eva Longoria spilling all her style mishaps at this year's famous Cannes Film Festival. Besides talking fashion, Eva also opened up about her blissful marriage to Mexican media mogul Jose Antonio Baston. The couple, who just celebrated their one-year wedding anniversary, stepped out in Cannes for the big occasion. Watch this.
We went to dinner last night here in Cannes, and my husband's full of surprises, so he's always surprising me. And you would think I would catch on to like something's happening, but I don't ever. And I wanted to stay in the room and play backgammon because I was winning. And I didn't want to leave. And he was like, no, we should go to dinner. I'm like, okay. And so he surprised me at dinner with a beautiful gift and a song and a singer. It was just amazing. I'm not a fan of marriage. I like being married to him. Like, I wouldn't just say, I'm gonna get married again. I never thought I would get married again. But I love being married to him. It's him. He makes it all worth it.
Oh, well, she definitely looks very happy. And we've got even more news from Cannes. Check this out.
You know, I stop eating bread. I don't stop doing that. I stop eating, not that I eat a lot of pasta stuff, but you just kind of do that and sort of step up. I step up the yoga a little bit, and I try to get a facial, you know, that kind of a thing.
Well, Julianne, whatever you're doing, it's working. The 56-year-old beauty revealed her go-to red carpet routine at this year's Cannes Film Festival. But of course, no big fashion moment comes without a few hiccups. The famous actress opened up about almost tripping at the SAG Awards. Plus, where does she keep that custom-made Chanel Oscars dress? Watch.
Once at the SAG Awards, discovered that I couldn't walk upstairs in my dress as I approached the podium, that my dress was too tight. I got there and I realized I couldn't lift my leg, and I thought I'm never going to make it up. And the actor, who was very nicely reached down and brought me up the steps, so he saved me. It's in the basement, in a box. It's beautifully, Chanel beautifully packed it up and put it in a box, and it looks like there's a person inside of it. It's been packed so carefully. And so I just put it downstairs, and I have a cedar closet down there, so that's where it is.
Awesome, I love that. And speaking of fashion, we've got lots of stunning looks from Sunday night's epic Billboard Music Awards. Guys, when an award show's in Vegas, you know things are about to get hot. And Sunday night's Billboard Music Awards did not disappoint when it came to some sizzling fashion. And I mean, there's no other way to kick off a style roundup than with one of the biggest fashion icons in the world, Cher. Woo! This 71-year-old singer turned back time in 2 epic looks that included pasty thongs, leather, wigs, and a whole lot of bedazzle. Cher, you've proved there's a fountain of youth somewhere, and we're all bound down. From one icon to the next, it's Celine Dion. The singer captivated the carpet with her plunging neckline and statement sleeve gown, which seemed reminiscent of angel wings. Perfectly fitting for her My Heart Will Go On performance. Amazing. Now we have to talk about the host of the night, Vanessa Hudgens, who was rocking a seriously short and seriously chic new bob haircut. She paired the new do with a Marchesa gown featuring oversized bows and a thigh-high split. She's a fashion chameleon and can make anything look good. And of course, Nicki Minaj brought a show-stopping look to the Billboard Music Awards for her opening performance, piling on the leather, paired with some black hot pants, and she topped it all off with jewels and her go-to super long hair extensions. Get it, Nicki? Now, Rita Ora seemed to be channeling her best Cher Sunday night in a sheer skirt layered over a thong bodysuit, plus a white crystal embellished top with statement sleeves. Rita always seems to rock a red carpet. And Haley Steinfeld had somewhat of a similar look going on with see-through leopard sequin David Coma dress, showing just the right amount of skin. She paired the look with the over-the-knee black boots, and I'd say she's given us some rocker chic vibes. And I see a sheer trend going on here. Lea Michele was wearing a sexy black gown with see-through net detailing and statement earrings. She finished off her look with a chic top-knot updo. I always love seeing Lea on the carpet. Of course, we need to finish up this style roundup with Halsey, who's never afraid to make a statement. The singer jumped up the underwear is outerwear bandwagon in a white bra top paired with a trench coat style skirt and added some wow-worthy lace-up heels. Now that is what a music red carpet is all about.
All right, stay with us, guys. We have all your highlights from Pippa Middleton's gorgeous weekend wedding, Prince Harry, Prince William, Princess Kate, and the most amazing meltdown courtesy of page boy Prince George. Stick around.
This is King Cutie in People. His Royal Highness Prince George Alexander Louis of Cambridge. These are George's parents, George's home, his Nana, the Queen, and his staff of 644 Englishmen. This is George's dog Lupo, who inspired his favorite book, The Adventures of the Royal Dog Lupo, one George will share now that he's a big brother. People. The details make the story. Don't miss this week's People.
Pippa Middleton and James Matthews tied the knot over the weekend during a stunning private ceremony at St. Mark's Church in Inglefeld. It was a full-on royal affair, and we have People's Royal Senior Editor, Michelle Tauber, here to give us a full recap of Pippa's big day. Welcome, Michelle. Good to see you. Pippa looked amazing. Obviously, I'm not surprised, but let's talk about that dress. It was stunning.
It was gorgeous. It was designed by English designer Giles Deacon, who we had tipped to be her choice. And it's a silk cotton lace dress with a high neck. You can see she showed off her incredibly toned arms. Kate, of course, at her wedding had hers covered. And then layers and layers of organza and tulle underneath for the full swish effect.
Yeah, looked fantastic. We know Princess Kate was worried about Prince George and Princess Charlotte's behavior at the wedding, and it looks like Prince George got into a little trouble, perhaps as expected.
Yeah, you know what they say about 3-year-olds, teenagers. And George is no exception. It was a moment, yes. It was not, I don't think it was anything, obviously horrible or out of line for a toddler who's doing his very best to uphold his duties at this wedding. So
Sure.
yes, they had an exchange.
All right, now we know it was Pippa's big day, but we cannot stop talking about how adorable Prince George and Princess Charlotte looked. Talk some about that, their little outfits.
They really looked amazing, didn't they? Because it was just so quintessentially English. I think that's what delighted so many of us here in America. The outfits were designed by Pippa and Company, which is actually a Spanish children's wear designer, and it's one of Kate's favorites. It's the designer's name is Pippa Gonzalez, and she said that she worked with Pippa. She told people to create this very classic, timeless look that you saw on the kids. It was precious.
There is a timeless look. As I saw the pictures over the weekend, I thought it was like this snapshot of another era that everything about it sort of encapsulated. Now, Princess Kate looked like she was having a blast during this whole thing. How about Princess Kate's dress?
Yeah, it's interesting. Kate went for an older season Alexander McQueen. Alexander McQueen was actually her wedding dress designer. It was, you saw the long bell sleeves, a long, very little skin showing, a matching fascinator. I think she wanted to make sure clearly that she wasn't upstaging her sister, the bride. And also she looked very sort of proper, little, motherly look, I thought.
Sure, I think she looked great. Anytime she's wearing a dress that isn't the red one that she's wearing in the cutout behind you, I'm a little shocked or jarred by it. I'm just so used to the red dress. Anyway, of course, royal brothers Prince William and Prince Harry looked very stylish, stylish as ever when they arrived to the wedding. Let's talk about them.
Always. No one in this family misses a beat, do they? Yeah, they're wearing their classic English long overcoats. It sort of looks like tails, I think it is. And they've got the, the coordinating ties and vests and, pocket squares. And it all, as you say, was sort of part of this like painting, this sort of painterly look that they were going for that day.
How about Prince Harry and Meghan Markle? We know that she did end up making it to the reception, right?
She did indeed. As we, previously had reported, Meghan was not expected at the church service, so she wasn't there for that. But she did come to the big party in the Crystal Palace Saturday night at the Middleton, family home, and they partied well into the night. All of the guests did.
Well, I'm loving that they all had so much fun, and I just wish I could have been there. But thank you for letting us live vicariously, sort of through you and your cutout of Kate.
Yes, thank you. Thanks, Jeremy.
Michelle, have a great day. Thank you so much.
Thanks, you too.
This is Jennifer Lawrence in People. This is Jennifer photobombing Taylor Swift, and Sarah Jessica Parker and Liam Hemsworth, proving that while we all love the fashion of the red carpet, it's people who steal the show. People. The details make the story.
I'm sorry, that was a mistake. It didn't mean anything. We've been back together for a week. I know. I was just feeling very insecure, and he was saying all the right things, and it just happened.
Insecure about what?
You and Jane.
Oh man, looks like some drama is going down on tonight's season 3 finale of Jane the Virgin. The CW show is our Toyota People Pick of the Day, and I recently talked to one of the stars and villains of the show, Yael Grobloss, and she opened up about the cast's reaction to, spoiler alert people, Michael's shocking death this season. She also reveals how her Israeli background sometimes gets lost in translation now that she's moved to Hollywood. Watch this.
For the last table read that we had together, his wonderful girlfriend Haley made alien masks for all of us because he loves aliens, and the cast got him a gift, and we all got him like a samurai sword and a kimono and with a little thing that says "I love turtles." It's very Brit, like you have to know him.
Wow! Yeah, and so everyone was wearing the alien masks as these gifts were presented,
crying like under the alien masks for an hour straight. It was just we're very emotional cast.
Gina revealed on the Late Show that her Puerto Rican background had sort of lended to getting her in trouble in acting classes because she would use her hands too much and stuff like that. Sort
what
of,
are you saying?
I guess a cultural thing. That's what she said.
Okay.
You were born in Paris. You grew up in Israel. Has there ever been something like that?
Oh, like endless. I can't even begin to
so what
explain.
are some of the things that have gotten in the way?
Okay, when I was in Toronto filming another show called Rain, another CW show, I went up to a driver. I was late. I went shopping. I bought myself something to eat from my hotel, and there was a driver waiting downstairs, and I was like, crap, I gotta run upstairs. So I ran to the driver, and I kind of went and ran upstairs. And I came down, and he didn't talk to me for like half the ride. And then I was like, is everything okay? He's like, you told me to, I don't know, can't say it, but you understand what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And I was like, what? No, I don't do that. What do you mean? And he was like, well, you did this. And I was like, yeah, I was telling you, wait a second.
And lost in translation. He thought you
In
kinda flicked them
Hebrew, this
off.
is like, just wait a second. Just wait a second.
So just
you
a
know,
minute. I know you speak Hebrew. To end this interview, I think it would maybe be cool if you could, I know people ask you to do this all the time.
Okay.
Maybe you could say something, just something you would naturally say, like Jeremy Parsons is my favorite host ever. This has been the best interview of my life. I don't know, anything like that in Hebrew, just so I could hear it.
Oh boy. I wish I had a script. Where's the Hebrew on the prompter?
Oh, I don't know. Does she speak it or not, guys? Is this an act like the villainous thing?
כיפו, נהדר פה, אני נורא נהנית. ג'רמי פרסונס הוא אדיר, כמו שהוא ביקש ממני להגיד, וזהו.
This is the face of a man who's just been insulted and doesn't even know it, but it's okay. She was lovely.
Yes, she seems lovely.
She was great. I really liked her. So anyway, we'll hear more from her in just a second.
Yes, we will. Let's check in with Facebook Live one last time. We want to know what your favorite Billboard Music Awards moment.
Let's hit up the Facebooks. Denise says Cher was the best, especially at her age. She did great. Celine did great too.
Got to agree with that. Tracy says it was the best award show I've ever seen.
Shell says watched it from my hospital room and I really enjoyed Celine Dion and Cher.
They're taking the cake. And Curtis says Miley's emotional performance. It was great to see her get back to her country roots. I got to agree.
She was there. Her dad was there. The whole family.
The whole fam. Miley's switching it up a bit now.
Yeah, it was a good show. Anyway, thank you guys so much for weighing in. Thanks for your comments. Be sure to check us out again tomorrow at 8:30 a.m. Eastern right here. Brian Darcy James is talking Backlash from Netflix hit show 13 Reasons Why. Plus, we are recapping the season premiere of The Bachelorette with former contestants Kayla Quinn and Alexis Waters. That big show premieres tonight. So excited.
I can't believe it. I know. I'm so excited.
I'm nervous.
Awesome.
I'm nervous.
Thanks for watching, guys. For now, we leave you with one last thing from Jane the Virgin star, Yael Groblas.
Bye, guys.
Hi, I'm Yael Groblas, and this is One Last Thing. So, the last show I binge watched was...
One day.
The Americans? The last time I was starstruck, I think we just talked about that, Benedict Cumberbatch. The last song I had stuck in my head was Harry Styles' Carolina.
Hey YouTube! Don't forget to like this video and leave a comment if you enjoyed it. And for more People Now, click on the subscribe button down here.
And check out more great video right now by clicking on one of these links.